guys, I'm ChezPride and welcome to another Sims 4 Create-A-Sim video. And today I am making a slightly spontaneous video that I didn't actually plan on making until yesterday, all because of a video I saw on Facebook. And it is once again me making a fairy, but this time we are making a elderly fairy DykeMother. And I feel like I'm going to need to explain the concept and the idea behind this one. So basically there's this one lesbian comedian named Ashley Gavin, or Ashgav as she goes by, and a lot of the time her videos pop up in my feed, and typically they give me a pretty good laugh, but for some reason this video that I am referencing in particular got stuck in my head and has made me have the idea to create this video. So I won't go on into a full breakdown of the video, but basically she's doing one of her comedy gigs and she is always very interactive with the crowd, and she's talking to these two girls and she is trying in a funny way to say that she thinks what they are doing is a bad idea. And she says, and I quote, "As your fairy DykeMother, by a show of applause, who thinks this is a terrible idea?" And then, of course, the crowd goes wild. And I'm sure she's not the one that came up with the term DykeMother, but ever since I saw that, I was like, I wonder what a fairy DykeMother would look like. So I had the idea of creating a fairy DykeMother, but then I was like, I don't know if that would be too weird and too random. Like, should I make that video, or should I put it on the back burner, or should I just have it be in and out thought? But then less than 24 hours after I saw that video, we got the new patch update and SDX drop that dropped yesterday for the game. And if you're interested in what all came in that SDX drop and patch review, there is a video of me reviewing it. But one of the things that was included was new skin details, mainly targeted toward elder sims. So, like wrinkles and dark spots and all that. And with that, I was like, you know what? I think it's actually destiny that I make this video. So with all that together and the timing of my obsession with making fairies, I think I should make this happen. So I'm going to make an elderly fairy godmother that has a slightly stereotypical, quote, dyke, or aka very butch lesbian. Now, obviously, the sim that we are actually looking at here is not a elder or a fairy, but it is a base that I randomized just randomly to start out with, and I was like, yeah, she's stereotypical dykey enough to be our base. So this is the base we're starting out with, and I'm going to go ahead and age her up into an elder, but I'm actually going to create her and then turn her into a fairy and add the fairy wings and whatnot. But I want to just make her as a lesbian first, and then we'll add the fairy godmother part, or fairy DykeMother. So I did name her Fairy DykeMother just because I think the term is so funny, and of course I gave her the fairy aspiration. Right now she's a bro, generous, and good, but we are actually going to go ahead and age her into an elder, and I am actually going to give her the trait that is Elder Pacific as wise, because a DykeMother kind of refers as a wise older lesbian that's kind of a butch lesbian. So I think it's only fair that she has the wise trait. But like I said, we're going to create her first, and then I will turn her into a fairy, because I haven't created an elder fairy yet. So I want to create the elder part and then add on the fairy. So let's go ahead and start with her face, because I do like her face, but there's a couple things I would want to change. I feel like the jawline could be fixed a little bit, and maybe this could be brought in. I definitely want a different lip. I don't know what I want as the lip, but I'm just going to kind of randomize until I get one that is somewhere close to what I like. I feel like that's not horrible. Oh, the chin needs to come out. The chin and all of this just needs to come out a little bit. And then like that. The nose I want to change. So I'm just going to randomize noses. That's a pretty good one. That's a pretty good one. And then I'm going to go ahead and change the eyebrows. I don't know what to do for the eyebrows. I feel like that's been such a common problem I've been having here recently, where I just like don't know what to do as far as eyebrows. I just feel like they're almost too curved, if that makes sense. I like the kind of thicker eyebrows. Maybe like that. That looks kind of weird, but not horribly weird. And also, I want to change the gray color of her hair, because there are different gray options. I think I like the darkest gray the best. Alright, but before I choose which hair, I do want to add some skin details and adjust her face a little bit. So I like her eye shape, but I do think, she's a fairy. She could have one of the more fun colors. Actually, you know what? I kind of almost want to randomize a favorite color for her, because I feel like her wings could easily be the lesbian pride flag colors. But what if we like randomize a random favorite color for her and then like try to like match her eyes to that or something? So let's see, what is she like? So black and blue. We can do blue. And then she liked orange, so that's meant to be. The other lesbian colors are pink and white. So maybe blue, orange, pink, and white will be her theme. I kind of like that. And then if we're going to do that, we could give her the blue eyes. I do like that. Ooh, what about these blue eyes? These give like fairy godmother vibes. Especially if we go here, we could make her eyes slightly bigger and like make the pupils kind of big, since they're kind of funky eyes. Yeah, I kind of like that. And then let's go ahead. Let's give her some ears real quick, and then we'll go in to actually giving her a makeover. So I think these ears are kind of cute on her. So let's go ahead and now go into the skin details and play around with the new skin details. So I think she came with freckles automatically, so I think we should give her the new freckles. Maybe just like the lighter version. And then if we give her the face freckles, I feel like we have to give her the body freckles. So let's go ahead and take off her clothes, because as fitting of a look as this is, I don't think it's the right look. I am going to actually maybe even give her slightly saggier breasts, because the skin detail I want to give her is going to make everything saggy. So let's go to skin details, and I think they're down here. Okay, so here are the wrinkles, kind of like this, and then we can go ahead and add some of those same wrinkles to the legs. Yeah, that's cute. That's some cute skin details. And then let's also add some dark spots on her face. We can also add the new wrinkles for the eyes. So which one looks best? I kind of like those. I feel like that's what I used on my other sim, but I think they're the best ones. And then obviously we can add some, I think there should be some wrinkles around the mouth that kind of match these. So we could do something like this maybe. And then, like I said, I wanted to add a dark spot. So let's go ahead and maybe add one of the new dark spots. We could do maybe, do we want to do this, or we want to do like this? I'm thinking like the all over one is almost better. I don't know. We also have the cheek. We could do one on the forehead and one on the cheek. I kind of like that. Oh, this is totally giving fairy elder vibes. I'm loving it. I do, however, feel like she could use a little bit of makeup. I mean, she is a fairy after all. Maybe, do we want to go with a blue lip? I feel like that's a little bold, but I just want to see how it looks. Almost, I don't know if I want to do like super bold blue lip, but like almost that or that would work. Even that would work. That's like super subtle blue lip. And then we could add like a top blue lash. And then just some like very, very subtle blue eyeshadow. Very subtle. So we could go blue. Let's see. I wish we had like a blue and orange eyeshadow or a blue and pink, but I don't think we do. There's just a straight up pink. We could go with that. I did want it to be kind of subtle though, and I say subtle and then look at the rainbow swatch, but you know, yeah, that's like kinda, that's the Lesbian Pride colors. It's not that subtle. It does bring in some of the other colors I wanted to tie in, and then maybe we could do like some kind of highlighter or something to brighten up her face. I kind of liked this one. And we can add, okay, I said I wanted to go with subtle makeup, and then like I'm not being subtle at all. I also am going through the makeup like literally the day before we're actually getting a makeup kit. So after this video comes out, there'll actually be more decent, hopefully more decent makeup. But maybe we can add some redness right there and add a little bit of that pink pop in. All right, I'm liking how this is looking. And then I want to give her a hair. I do think the short hair is the way to go. I just don't know if completely buzz cut is the way to go. I am thinking she's probably going to have a hat. I don't have to do anything too crazy, because if like I do something like this, it's just not going to show up. I want to do something that more is going to show up under the hat. What is giving like Dyke energy that you can put a hat over, like this maybe? Let's see how it looks. I'm thinking, honestly, the backwards cap. I mean, if we're going with stereotypical Dyke, I feel like that's the vibe to go with. So let's go ahead. There's also, like, beanies with headphones, which is a move. Oh, that's also, a backwards cap with headphones. Do I want to just do the regular backwards cap or the backwards cap with headphones? Where is just the regular backwards cap? So there's this one. There's the bandana as well, but I think the cap is really the best vibe. Do we have one in any of the right colors? I'm thinking like almost a plain hat would be the best. What if we went with the orange? Because, you know, like U-Haul trucks. I don't know. I feel like that's a horrible reference, but I kind of like it. And then maybe like she could have like some earrings or something. I don't know. Ooh, what about a spectrum piercing? Oh god, why do I love it? Why do I love it? I shouldn't love it. I should put the gold in to kind of match her eyeshadow. Yeah, and then we could do like some super tiny earrings, like nothing girly whatsoever. Like even like a gold stud would work. Yeah, I like that. All right. So I'm going to go ahead. I'm actually going to transfer all of these accessories over to all her outfits as well as her makeup. I don't know. I don't know if like I should have included makeup, but I feel like the makeup was more for the fairy vibe than it was for the lesbian vibe. So we're going to go with it. And plus the blue lips just kind of add to the blue eyes. All right. And then maybe she likes her hat, so we'll put it in every category and then take it off the ones we don't want. So I very much have in my mind a certain pair of shorts. Maybe, well, it wasn't these shorts, but these are basically the concept of the shorts I was thinking of. Let's see. We have the right color pink in that one. Let's see what the other short swatches are that I'm thinking of. Was there another short that I was thinking of, or are those pants that I'm thinking of? Oh my, we also have these. I never used those, but honestly it kind of goes with their hat. Is that pushing it? We also have like the straight up lesbian and pride pants. So I'm sure one of these has the lesbian. Yeah, these are just like straight up lesbian pride flag pants. Yeah, I'm not finding the shorts that I was thinking of. Surely they're not just under the masculine category. Maybe I'm just thinking of pants, because I know there's a pants that are similar to what I was thinking of. But I kind of liked the idea of the flannel. Like, I feel like that's very Dyke energy. So maybe we'll go with that. It was either that or the rainbow shorts or the lesbian pride flag shorts. And I think I kind of want to go with this. And maybe, what if we went with like a white crop top? Is that too stereotypical? But I feel like it would work. Especially like this. When I have something like this, it has the wrong color pink, but it is the right vibes. Let's see what else we have that would kind of fit that right vibe. Let's see, anything? I never realized how girly most of these crop tops were. And there is just the plain, like, cut off top. This is interesting. I don't think it's the right vibe. This could work. This is kind of the right vibe, honestly. I think that's probably our best option is this. Yeah, I like that. And then we could totally add in the Pride sneakers. Wait, I kind of love that. Where are they? Where are they? They're easy to find. Here we go. We got in the Lesbian Pride sneakers. Yes. Yes, I love this. I actually love this. Okay, so this is also going to be her shoe in most of her outfits. But we're going to give these shorts in her, probably her athletic, her hot weather wear, and then her shirt. We can go into her sleepwear, her hot weather wear, and athletic wear. So now let's see what we have as far as accessories go. I feel like every good lesbian has a wristwatch. I don't know what color to go with for her. We could try to tie in a little bit of the blue in her makeup and her eyes with like a blue wristwatch maybe. Is that too off? I don't know. We could also do some kind of bracelets like that, but I feel like the simpler the watch, almost the better. Maybe even this like tiny, well, should we go with the tiny watch? It has gold and black, which could fit some of her piercings, so that could work. Also, I feel like socks are a vibe. I feel like somewhat tall socks are a vibe here. Maybe even slightly taller. Where like this maybe? We could add them in like the orange color. I kind of like that actually. I kind of like that. Or do we want to go with the stereotypical white socks? Yeah, I kind of like that with the white tank top, honestly. Alright, so we're also going to give that in all our categories. And now we can go here. Oh no. Oh no. Okay. Well, I am thinking we do a button-up shirt. I think like that could be pretty good. We just gotta find the right one. But I was also just kind of wanting just regular button-up. A polo could also be the right vibe. This kind of screams fairy DykeMother, honestly. Oh my god, the colors in that, perfect. Okay, and we have to do like just regular like cropped pants. They don't have a lot of like formal cropped pants. This could work. That's honestly kind of the right color, honestly. So maybe we go with this. Oh, her did I not put her? I could have swore I put her bracelet on every outfit. Okay, I guess not. But like that, that's the vibe. That's the vibe. Okay. And then athletic. Honestly, should we keep that? Maybe let's go with some different shorts. Maybe like the basketball shorts and like the orange or the pink has orange accessories on it. Perfect. We'll go with that for her athletic. We gotta take off her shoes for her sleepwear, but she can keep her socks on. And I think probably long pants are the way to go. Like almost the plaid to represent like a flannel or something would be a move. They have them in orange too, so that kind of works. I guess I could take off her hat for her sleepwear. She can have just regular hair for her sleepwear. And then her party wear. Okay, so let's see. Oh my god, there is this. Is that too on the nose? I mean, I feel like we gotta have rainbow in there somewhere, right? I mean, these pants are also kind of on the nose, but maybe like just in a different form. Let's filter by brown and see what we have. This is kind of a vibe. I can see this being a party vibe. Yeah, I like that. Swimwear. Honestly, the shirt is fitting, but I feel like she would have swim trunks. Those are kind of the vibe. Honestly, those are the right color. We gotta take off the oops, no, I didn't mean to take off her bracelet. I want to just take off her socks and then put some maybe orange slides on. Yeah, that's the vibe. I feel like I said that I was going to have blue be a part of her look, and then just like totally ignored the blue and just went for the pride flag colors. I guess she has blue eyes and blue lips just naturally. We'll say that's not lipstick. That's her natural lip color being a fairy. All right. But her hot... Ooh, no. You can't have that mask. No. But you can have that as your hot weather wear. I think it's fitting. And then cold weather wear. Honestly, let's see. What would we have? Pants wise, maybe I can find the pants that I was thinking were shorts, because I know they have the pants version I was thinking of. Yeah, I had to be thinking of these pants all along. I feel like that has to be what I was thinking of when I was looking for those shorts. But we could do that and maybe like some kind of orange sweater or something. So let's go here and go orange. Let's see what we have. Ooh, here, the flannel with the flannel. Yes. I think that's a good look. And honestly, she probably should take off the rings. I could totally see her rocking some gloves in her cold weather wear. Like maybe some, let's see, what color? Should we go with like a white glove? Oh, I feel like she would get those dirty so quick. Maybe we can add a little bit of blue into her outfit with the blue gloves and the blue pants. I think that works. So that is all of her outfits. Now we have to actually make her a fairy. So let's go ahead and pick an occult type, and we are going to choose fairy. Bam, boom, bam. Thank you, ma'am. Here we are. All right. So let's see which wings fit her the best. Honestly, no idea on the wings. The idea of tiny wings kind of excite me though. These are kind of fun. We also have these and these. I mean, there is like the butterfly flower wings. That's kind of a move. We also have these, which I feel like we could easily put the right colors in if we use these. And I kind of like the small wings. So maybe let's just adjust the color of these. So we could change like all of the yellow to like more of an orange color. And then we can change this to more of a pink color. They don't have like the exact right shades I'm wanting, unfortunately. But this is about as close as I can get to the right color scheme. The orange is a little bit darker than I want. The pink is a little bit more muted than I want. But I think it gets the point across. And then quickly, let's just go into paint mode. And maybe we can touch up where that green is. We can put more of an orange tone. So let's go like very orange. Should we go like... I feel like we should almost go like full on color, like no. Is that too bold? I feel like that's almost too. I was gonna say we could go with something like not see through at all, but I don't know if that's too bold compared to the rest of the color on the wings. But it does cover up the green a little bit, which is what I was mainly going for. So I mean, I guess I can't really complain. I did get what I wanted to cover up the green. And then we can kind of maybe bring this in and make this fully orange like here. I guess that works. And that also, I guess I should put it on this side too. Just go ahead and fill in all of this. Is kind of what I ended up going with, I think. So go like this. There we go. Bring it in down here. Fill in the center of this. I think we did this like this. Slightly filled it in here. And brought it attached to like that. Does that pretty much match? I mean, that's pretty darn close. I would say that's pretty darn close to being the same on both sides. Again, I wish they would just like when you painted one side of the wings, it would paint both sides. But I mean, I know it does like this side and this side, but I mean like the front and back. The way that the fairies look when we're painting their wings is always so funny to me. Like, look at the look on her face. She's like, I don't know. I kind of love it. But I think with that will be our fairy DykeMother. So this is what I imagined when Ashgab said, as your fairy DykeMother. This, in my head, is pretty much what I imagined. So I will upload her to the gallery. My gallery information is down below. If you, for some reason, want this sim, I don't know who would actually want this sim, but I don't know. I kind of love her, and I had a lot of fun at playing around with the new skin details. But anyway, guys, I'm going to end this one right here. So thanks so much for watching. Make sure to like, subscribe, and all that awesome stuff, because you guys are awesome people. I'll see you next time. All right, bye!